Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Real News Extra. My name is Fred. I am the operations manager here at Relaw APC, and joining me today is Jennifer Felten, the principal and founder of Relaw APC.
Hello.
Hi, Jennifer. So our main article in this month's newsletter involves small estate affidavits. Can you please explain how this new California AB 2016 law, it simplifies the estate transfer, and particularly for families who have a modest estate?
Right. So a small estate affidavit is a probate avoidance tool.
Okay.
So if your estate is below a certain dollar amount, then you can avoid probate through an affidavit process. Depending upon if the estate has real property or not, a court action may still be required, but it allows for the avoidance of a full-on probate, which is time-consuming and expensive.
So that being said, for families or estates who have a real property, let's say less than $750,000, what are some of the steps that families should take in order to leverage or to use this petition process under AB 2016 to avoid doing a full probate?
Right. So the new law raises the threshold for a small estate affidavit for a principal residence of the person who passed away, we use the term decedent,
Okay.
To $750,000. So if mom passes away and leaves a house worth less than $750,000, you can hire what's called a probate referee, right, to value the estate, show that it's worth less than $750,000, then file a petition with the probate court and have that property transferred to the heirs without a full probate. So it's a significantly quicker, cheaper process for those families in that price range.
So it's estimated that 32% of adults actually have an estate plan. How can proper planning complement this petition process under AB 2016? And what are some of the things families should consider? Do I do this petition? Do I do an estate plan? What should they do with that?
Estate plan is always the best option.
Okay.
Right? Planning and preparing is always the best option for your heirs.
Right.
We don't like to think about our mortality and the fact that we're going to die.
Fun. It's not a fun
That's
topic.
why 32% of us actually do something about it. And even in that 32%, a lot of those estates are what we call stale, where they haven't been touched since that estate
old,
plan
outdated.
got put together
Right.
10, 20, 30 years ago, right? If you plan, your family is going to have it that much easier when you do pass away. Whether it's managing your property, deciding who gets what, making sure your kids are taken care of, right? There's all kinds of things that go into planning that without a plan are out of the control of your family. So if you don't plan and you haven't dealt with minor children, the court's going to decide who gets your kids.
Right.
If you haven't managed who you want to get your stuff, maybe someone you don't want to get your stuff gets your stuff. Because in California, if you don't have a plan, it's going to go what's called intestate succession. So with the small states affidavit, you're still in intestate succession mode, which means
Right.
you're going to go by the statutory rights of who gets your stuff. You have no say in it. So this is better than nothing, right? Having a small estate affidavit option at least saves time and money, because a $750,000 estate is more than a $20,000 probate, right? And time and effort. So we can still save you some money, but if the person who's passed away had planned, we could have saved them a lot of time, trouble, and energy.
Got it. Thank you. And thank you for joining us on this episode of the Real News Extra. If you're enjoying this content, I ask that you click like or subscribe and click that little bell for notifications. My name is Fred. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode.